Everybody walk around. Speed it up, walk around. Slow it down, walk around. Slide, walk around. Everybody walk around. Yeah, I got my hand on the button. If I press the button, I turn everything into nothing. They'll talk behind your back and in your face to be frontin'. I be with the team, we gon' score way over 100. Yeah, I'm the only one to count this money. You can't give me nothing and you can't take nothing from me. Got a girl to shake something for me. When she to the ground, you gon' have to walk around. Walk, walk, yeah, walk around. Left foot, right foot, walk around. Slide, walk around. Everybody walk around. Speed it up, walk around. Yeah, slow it down, walk around. Yeah, slide, walk around. Yeah, everybody walk around. Yeah, you know the name of the game. You ain't gotta like me, but you gotta pay me the same.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Home court advantage goes to the Warriors, playing here in San Francisco. Now here's Butler. Curry with it. Brunson picks him up. And it's Butler missing. Knicks on offense. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Right side Curry. Pass to Green. And the rejection by Towns.
A firm denial by Towns, knocking it away with that tremendous length.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
On the wing, Anunoby. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeeds.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Back to Anunoby. On the wing, Bridges. Out to Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Another shot. Driving inside. Bangs on the trifecta.
Look at that catch and shoot ability from Bridges. Not all forwards have that skill.
To the middle. Stolen by Brunson. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Right wing. Towns wide open. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Anunoby, no good.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense. They say it's a make or miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Babe, you haven't even said nothing. Are you even her?
1 for 2 with that bucket.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Warriors trailed by 5. Here's Green.
Hey.
The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on Towns.
Oh,
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Now here's Towns.
Oh my goodness,
And
he's
it's
garbage.
Curry with the rebound. Outside Butler. Here's the
Bing,
3.
bing.
Nothing that time. He's
Bing, bing.
0 for 2. The Knicks leading by 3.
Oh, yeah.
It's stolen by Green. And slam dunk by Butler.
And that's what they want to see from Butler. A take charge mindset. That desire to attack the rim.
Pass to Brunson. And the shot is good. Brunson's got his second bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Podziemski goes back up. It's Curry outside.
Oh, dog.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Oh.
And Jalen Brunson gets the three. Brunson's got 7 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside, Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Outside, Curry. Shoots over Brunson. Curry's shot is off.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
That's a 2 from Butler.
I suck with Jimmy Butler.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Shoots the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Knicks. They're up by 6. The second.
12.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
3-pointer, Butler. Poked loose. The Knicks leading by 6. Richard, one thing you don't see Mikal Bridges do is miss games. He is always out there.
I think it would take a lot to make him sit out of a game. He is committed to being there for his team. It's so impressive.
And so it's New York with it. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Right side Robinson. And it's the Warriors on the break. A nice shot.
Finally, dude.
Moody's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Warriors. Pass to McBride. Back to Payne. Takes a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Payne's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Knicks.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Back to Butler. 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. A shot by Podziemski, no good. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Back to Bridges. The rebound by Post. Warriors trailed by 6. And Kuminga throws it down.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Pass to Towns. A 3-ball. Good on the 3-point shot.
Anthony Towns.
Towns has got the lead up to 7 now for New York. Greg, you look at today's point guards. So many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the perimeters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Back to Payne. From the arc. And another three for New York.
3 points.
And the all-around game of Towns can score and rebound as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
Substitution.
And the Knicks making a change here.
Miles McBride.
On the wing, Peyton. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Brunson draws the double. Here's Anunoby. Offline with his three. Warriors trailed by 10. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision and it paid off.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
The Knicks leading by 7. And here's Brunson outside. Drills it from outside.
3 ball.
Brunson's got 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Pass to McBride. Towns with it. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Oh my
How about
gosh.
the confidence right there? Towns feeling like he can shoot whenever and wherever he wants.
Bro. And he was winning. Here you go, take it. Babe, 1 or 2.
Like a fireball, call it go cool. You don't know the tribulations that we go through. Put your ears to the speakers, I'ma show you. I paint a picture so perfect. Hit my CD, you see Mona Lisa in person. Courtesy of 100 beat. Got my the essays in arm reach. One way. Ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing out puff. I got the whole block up. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing out puff.
Boy, Toby Maguire got the spider.
We are live from Boston for an Eastern Conference contest with the Celtics. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
From Jason Tatum.
There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Boston with it. Right side, White. The kick out to Tatum. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, you can see the level of aggression. If Jason Tatum sees a window of opportunity to drive it, he will expose it.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Grimes with the bucket.
Boy, it looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a three-point game. Pass to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Here's Grimes. Kicks it out to Maxey. Back to Embiid. Stolen by Holiday. White, wide open. He fires. Offensive rebound.
Oh my gosh. No way.
The 76ers off to a slow start. They trail by 3. And the dunk by Embiid.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
A wide open look here for Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Maxey. George with no one around. Here's Embiid. Can't cash in from close range. Celtics leading by 4.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Maxey. Still scoreless. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the foul on Jrue Holiday.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Boston. Pass to Oubre.
You've got to be willing to mix it up on the defensive end, and Jason Tatum gets in the space of the shooter. That's nice.
To the inside. Count that bucket. Tatum's got 7 points.
and beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now here's Embiid.
Oh my gosh.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Here's Porzingis. Misses from short range.
Great zaps.
That's a surprise.
Come on, man.
I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, you have got to love the energy Paul George is playing with. Throws the hammer down.
Porzingis has the open look. And so the first quarter is in the books. Celtics lead by 4. We'll get right back to the action.
The 76ers, 8.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
Physical play by Embiid inside.
And looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny. And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
You cannot give Paul George these extra chances. This guy is deadly from the free throw line throughout his career.
You've seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man, or if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible.
Here's Tatum. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
There's the screen. Back to George. 6 to shoot. Pass to Embiid. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by the Celtics. Outside Tatum. The 3 from Tatum.
Jason Tatum has such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Inside. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Assisted by
a solid facilitator. I like whatever Maxey looks to get his guys involved. And how about they don't waste any time matching that throwdown with one of their own.
A show of their determination right there. With force, Embiid takes it to him.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
And that one's good, Tatum. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist to this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this.
Embiid, he's gonna get a takeover, dude.
That impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. group in for the Celtics. And so Tatum nails them both. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside, Horford. Pass to Shireman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hauser. Misses the 3. 76ers trailing. George looking around. He nails it, and we're tied up. George has got 5 points so far.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doris, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
And here's Maxey. Here's Oubre. Pass to Embiid. With the clock winding down. And the dunk by Embiid.
Domination, plain and simple. Embiid isn't holding back and is giving the defense all he's got.
Oubre with the steal. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Pass to Hauser. Lets a floater go. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Why you jumping?
And the Celtics lead by 2.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Outside, George. Around the back and lays it in. He has 7.
Now, Paul George with the absolute tight handle, able to navigate through traffic. That's ridiculous.
Richard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
Performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. He'll get you back to the action after this break. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's George. And he drops it in from the low post. George has got 9 points.
Yeah, I love the way Paul George fights for position on the interior.
Horford no up.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
George, that's a 2-pointer. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pass to Embiid. Good work defensively by Horford. And so Horford will bring it up for the Celtics. A 2-point game. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Maxey on the wing. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And give credit to Maxey for just being aggressive inside, earning that whistle in the process.
Boston making a switch here. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And that one's good. Maxey's got the lead up to 4 now.
Hey, what's up, man?
And it's the Celtics ball. Here's Pritchard. Horford from outside. And Embiid pulls it down.
Come get it, come get it.
Pass to Grimes. Teardrop shot. And Boston with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Celtics passing it around. Craig with it. George picks him up. 5 to shoot. Pass to Hauser. Stolen by George. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. The putback. Nobody's stopping it.
Why aren't you jumping, guys?
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Three-pointer. Oubre pulls it in.
Shoot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Boston foul. Sam.
And a new group in for the Celtics.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitutions for the Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis.
Oubre on the wing.
Derek White. Drew Holiday.
Pass to Embiid. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 12-4 run. Left side, Maxey. Pass to Oubre. 6 on the shot clock. Now, here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And don't sleep on Maxey's vertical. He's great at using it to hammer those down.
Offensive rebound. To the middle. And stolen by Maxey. Outside, George. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Maxey. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis 7-3 says not here and not now.
Outside Holiday. And a miss there on the triple.
Why do I just...
Here's Maxey.
Oh, no.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
The 76ers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has has his stroke been on the money.
And so it's Philadelphia going into the break with a 10-point lead.
31. The 76ers, 41.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Celtics trail by 10. Holiday surveying the floor. No good on the triple.
I fucking suck, dude.
Maxey with it. Down low. Here's Drummond. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Well, that's just an excellent possession from this team. When you set up Andre Drummond down low, you're going to either take contact, get to the foul line, score it. So productive inside.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Exactly what good offensive players do. Lean into that defender. A level of physicality puts you at the free throw line.
And we talk about Derek White. Doris, how impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot. An excellent shot blocker and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
Shot by Grimes, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. That's to Porzingis.
Why you got a pound Porzingis? Oh.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Here's Max. Now Drummond, guarded by Porzingis, and it's Drummond missing. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Tatum. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Just out for a three-point play. It's on Kelly Oubre.
I love when Jason Tatum is aggressive to score the basketball. He does a tremendous job keeping his focus.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Outside, George. There's the try. Rebound, Boston. Tatum down low. Out to Porzingis. Again,
bro, make a shot. Why can't I make a shot?
Leading by 5. Now George to the paint. Oubre.
Kelly Oubre.
And finished off by Oubre.
Well, Oubre has the kind of athleticism that makes that an easy play.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And here's George for 3. Another shot. Pass to Grimes. Now here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Outside, Porzingis. Off target from outside.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Here's George with the drive. Pass to Maxey. George with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis.
Bro,
and George gets it to go.
Just incredible concentration. Well, Paul George is going strong inside. It doesn't matter what he's got to overcome.
Back to Tatum. Oubre with the steal. Maxey into the lane. Here's Grimes. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Here's George. Porzingis with the block. Paul George with the steal. And finished off by Oubre.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Philadelphia.
They had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Boston, no good that time either. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And the dunk by Embiid.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
The deep three from George. The long distance three is buried. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks.
%13%.
Down, keep going on some was poppin' current. Gucci don't lie, say she want a fluffy pup. Me, I got a no Amazon searching slush machine. She got on Bottega person feet, look like bamboo leaf. You know I'm a king, call me your majesty. She say I'm the man in her dreams. I'm her fantasy. You know you ain't find nothing. Boy, stop asking about. You might catch little bro ballin'. He Bryce Maxby. Thought she was gonna be my Valentine. Better look next year. Watch me. Watch me.
Babe, what are you doing here?
Watch me tilt, watch me drop the form with my kneecap. Before they close it, fix my fingers. Goodness, he took my swag to woodwork. I gotta keep that boy my only good look. Look, go, I'm feeling like Snoop and Suge now. They act like it's hoodlum, no way, no kid look up to. Came up out the slums, but next house gonna have a butler.
Okay, I'm sorry for being trashed. I'm gonna play one more to win for you, okay? Shot 13%. That's noob stuff.
Tell them where you got it from. I need something for Father's Day. I need roses by the dozen. I am not in competition. I'll blow your budget. Kobe Bryant, you DeMar DeRozan. This is not a fire drill. I'm my grandma. This is not a fire drill. They know what it is, know what I
know it's so. We on the move. Aye. Yeah. I saw the money, I stay in my bag. Taking my city, it's put on the map. Hustle was harder, I had to adapt. They hate me, they love me, I love me to death.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup, and today's game is the 76ers coming to town for this one. It's getting noisy here in Boston. We're at the home of the Celtics. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer, Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
How did you miss that cassette?
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his side.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Maxey with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Back to Embiid.
Pretty good, man.
Shot clock at 5. To the middle. The inside shot. And Oubre finishes it off.
I tell you, Kelly Oubre Jr. can play with confidence on the interior, and that's a result of his vertical.
The kick out to Holiday. Nifty move. Here's Tatum.
Hey.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Oubre
Jr.
laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help?
Jason Tatum.
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in.
Beast mode.
Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Tatum. 6 to shoot. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Did I win my last one? No, I got shot 13%.
No good.
That's all I got to say.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them. And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Where you want to be a mod, man?
The shot by Holiday, no good. And the 76ers with possession. Outside, Maxey. And stolen by Tatum. Banked in off the glass. Tatum's got 8.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his
I don't seem that much, man. I'm sorry.
To bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Be playing this, I'm not gonna lie.
A nice shot by George.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here is George. Shot by Grimes. No good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Here's Tatum. 3-point lead.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'd say this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
In the corner, George with it. Pass to Grimes. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Back to Maxey.
There's somebody guarding.
The 76ers need to get off a shot. George, no good. Celtics leading.
Oh my gosh, I'm a noob. No, he quit. Bro. Babe, do I play another one or no? I'm gonna stay long enough. Babe. Babe. Yo. Why is there 5 people in here? What the hey? What the hey? Why, okay. Listen. Do you watch? Are you gonna watch it though? I don't wanna play for you to not watch me and I feel like a goofy ass boy. I didn't say what the, that one, I said what the hey. Why are you saying that bad word, boy? Boy. Can we both keep up the good work? Can we both, can't you see people? Yes, hold up. Can we, only one person? Yo, I love your vids. I believe in you. Cook, bro, cook. You got this. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Yo, if I knew you guys, I'd give you a mod, but like, appreciate the support, I guess. Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know. What I heard is that his girlfriend was over there and he wanted to see her.
Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And it's going to be the Clippers off the tip.
Baby girl, we got that Harden
with it.
Baby
Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Baby girl, we got that dope.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, BA, I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Back to Harden. Dunn outside. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Leonard.
Oh my God.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma.
Smart move by Kawhi, using the pump fake to draw the foul.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Harden's shot is good.
Harden skilled off the dribble, off the catch.
Yeah, he
can flat out score.
Lillard outside. Lopez, the screen. Back to Lillard. To the middle. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
And here's Dunn. To the wing, right side.
Have more subs.
Back to Simmons. Dunn outside.
You're bad.
They set a pick. Back to Simmons.
Oh no, Benny Simmons. What you doing?
It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Let's check in with
Allie
LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. He's focused on what they need to do to stop James Harden, saying they need to be aggressive defensively without putting him on the line. Once he starts racking up the freebies, the game slows down, he gets into a rhythm, and from there, it's a domino effect.
Like me, you know, come cheat. Maybe I'm going to go hard, I'm a straight free.
Stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
He's off on the second. So interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Now here's Leonard. On the wing, Harden. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Harden's got 8.
And we know Harden is a laser now. He has confidence in that long ball. The defense has got to get on it.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Now here's Kuzma. Lillard with the ball. He's picked up by Zubac. He drops it from range.
I made that. That shit fell off.
That's what we call the Brook Lopez.
What do I do? Out of streaming? Nothing much.
Knocking that one down.
Pass to Simmons. Yes.
Sit on TikTok.
Nice from Harden.
Go to work.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And stolen by Jones.
I don't even stream. I'm just streaming so my girlfriend can watch.
There's a minute 26 left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Zubac. Now Jones. Lopez with the steal. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Takes it inside. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And you know, Giannis gets to the basket in a nanosecond. He feels like nobody can stop him.
Leonard outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. Lillard with the ball. Antetokounmpo outside.
What's my TikTok name?
The Bucks need to get up a shot here. They grab their own miss. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta.
You cannot let Dame get good looks, especially from the corner.
Simmons looking around. Got it. Good job in the low post. Simmons has got 5. Inside. Here's Kuzma. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
And You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Leonard for three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this.
Ain't no one about it too
Good action already in this one.
No,
but
you
a fairly
put that
even
on.
matchup after this first quarter of play. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team
play
score.
Roblox?
Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
Nah, I don't really play nothing no more. I barely started playing
midway through last season,
again.
Doc Rivers
I used
experienced with star-laden rosters. He said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach
I haven't really
players.
played
I have no
video games in a
problem
while.
holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to
Like
win."
that, at least.
Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Yeah, the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Ali. Pass to Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Hey, I feel bad for those rims because Portis has no mercy on them, throwing it down with force.
There's Bogdanovich with the three.
Damn.
Knocks down the long J. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, BA, I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
You know, a little bit of contact will not bother Leonard at all. I mean, he's so strong as a player. It's part of the deal for him.
Portis gets the bucket.
Bang, motherfucking bang.
Because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Hey, yo, right here.
Now Harden. Give him 8 points now. From about 16. And again, it's the Clippers.
For Harden, that's just like an extended free throw.
Else, and that's okay.
Portis outside. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Clippers lead by 3. Outside Harden. Three-pointer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Sims.
Oh,
Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Sims has gotten his first points in this one.
Well, Porter has tremendous talent and is very creative. He's good at getting his guys the ball when they're ready to score. A good passer because he's got good vision.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Los Angeles leading by 3. Outside Jones. Lots of room. And no good.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Here's Sims. Back to Portis.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside, Green. Unloads. The rebound by Eubanks. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Coffee. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Nice find right there from Harden. Excellent at getting his teammates involved.
Outside, Green. A minute and a half left to play in the second quarter. In transition, here come the Clippers. Got it. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Yo, if I lose this game, I'll make people.
An important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And here's Porter outside.
Missed
it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. The Clippers lead by 7. Down low. Here's Coffee.
Well, you got to remember now, Harden, as good a scorer as he is not just a scorer. He's a shrewd dime dropper, too.
Portis outside. Back to Trent. To end the run. Pass to Sims. Here's Trent. And here's Porter outside. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Porter Jr., we know he can create his own shot, but he also can knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That's good from Harden.
If you want to know how clever Harden is as a player, just take a look at his one-on-one game. The way he can pretty much beat any defender. Quite impressive.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
He hits the second from the line. 17 seconds left in the second. Lopez, the screen. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
Started an hour ago.
By 9.
Yeah, I probably started a minute ago.
To the inside. Simmons.
And I've lost.
Antetokounmpo with the block. Kuzma for 3. Ben Simmons grabs the board. Dunn left side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, I really like how Dunn draws these fouls. He's actually excellent at getting defenders to foul him.
It's his first trip to the line. And he's good on the second. The Bucks trail by 10. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It goes on Chris Dunn. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
The shot by Dunn, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
What you say? Wow. Come on now. And when the Greek Freak takes
it's all
flight,
good, man.
I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart.
It happened.
So ferocious in his throwdowns.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
If I lose, man.
And Harden's got the ball here for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Simmons.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Bucks trail by 8.
I'll probably be off, man. This is my last one.
Giannis striding in. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Here, Ben Simmons.
Outside Simmons. Pass to Zubac. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Oh, look out! Giannis, unbelievable!
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
Kuzma outside. Lillard left side. Antetokounmpo outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Zubac. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Zubac has got 6.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
And the big finish by Giannis.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Here's Dunn. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Done with it. Zubac screen. And the bucket is good. And it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
Boy, you got to love it whenever you see Dunn working the screen roll. Crafty, creative, and confident is Chris Dunn.
Lillard outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
Shit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Simmons can't get it to go. He's made 4 of his 8 attempts. Pass to Lopez. Antetokounmpo inside. Back to Lillard. Misses the 3.
Why did it frame like that, dog?
Los Angeles leading by 8. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Back to Dunn. There's the drive. They get it back. Zubats. And it's good for 2. Give him 8 points now.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are 3 points you're giving away. You gotta work harder on the glass.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now? And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Now here's Dunn. Over Lillard. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Well, I tell you, it's awesome, absolutely awesome to see Dunn work in his effective mid-range game. So sharp, so accurate, so timely.
The 3 from Prince. The shot, no good.
You know, fucking lose, dude. Like, you gotta never shoot.
They're fortunate that he missed that.
Like that.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Bucks trail by 10. Pass to Prince. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
The Clippers lead by 8. Leonard outside. Lets the 3 fly. Count it. Leonard for 3.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Yo.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, crispy chicken.
Back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
What you want?
Powell outside. Just 5 to shoot. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, look at Giannis power in.
Can't let Antetokounmpo get deep positioning like
Where?
that, because this is what happens.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation.
Oh yeah,
right now.
come.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, BA.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Bucks trail by 6. Pass to Prince. Let's go with a 3. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Leonard can't get it to go.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Outside Harden. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive. Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
And again, it's the Clippers.
The creativity of an artist, that's what Harden has. An excellent decision maker, too. Comfortable at pulling from right here.
Out to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Knocks it down from distance.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Harden's shot is good.
And you know when Harden gets cooking now, you got to keep giving him the ball. He's an excellent scorer, and he can really get buckets.
And Lillard gets it to go.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going. That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Lillard right side. Pass to Prince. Launches a three. And another three for Milwaukee.
There you have it. Prince stepping up big time. This guy played all 4 years in college, and you see evidence of that confidence and maturity there.
Here's Leonard. Antetokounmpo with the block. Down low.
Okay.
Throws it down.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Leonard on the wing. Outside for
Hold
Harden.
up.
The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Pass to Prince. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it!
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2.
James Harden at the line for 2.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
What composure at the line, forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
So hard to get a clean look from distance in this situation because everybody knows that's the shot they need. So the defense is smothering the perimeter with everyone they have.
Portis, right side. So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.